Okay, so I'm gonna teach you the Touch for Health Energizers, something you can use at any time during the day. Best if you do it every day, first thing in the morning. That'd be the best practice to get into. And then if you find yourself a little drained in the afternoon, then you use it again then. Because as we get out in the world and intermingle with people and experience life, our energy patterns get a little scrambled, and it just takes a minute to do a little reset. And this is how it works. So you put one hand over your navel, and the first thing we're going to do is stimulate the kidney 27 endpoints. So kidney 27, these are, if you can imagine your breaker box at your house. Okay, you have one breaker switch that's for the main switch for the entire house. For our physical body meridian system, this is like your main switch. Switch on the power to your entire system. Okay, sometimes it gets tripped. Just takes a little energy surge, and next thing you know, your main power is tripped. So you have to go to the box and flip it back on. And that's what we're doing here. Switch hands. You got one hand over your navel and the other. So it's right in the little divot underneath your collarbones. There's like a little indentation there. Might be a little tender even. So you want to rub just as firmly as what's comfortably uncomfortable. Okay? Take a deep breath and exhale. And this balances you side to side, so your energy patterns cross over in your midline here. So this balances you side to side. If you've got trouble with your left and right, or a little dyslexic pattern going on, so say you're giving somebody directions and you say, go down here and take a left, but you're using your right hand, it could be that your energies are switched. Okay, so that handles this, or this handles that. So it just takes the one set of each hand. Breathe and rub. Switch your hands, breathe and rub. And then you go to the next set of points, which are the divot between your chin and your bottom lip, and the divot between your nose and your upper lip. This is your endpoint for your governing meridian, and this is the endpoint for your central meridian. So you just stimulate those. And these are what we call your brain buttons. So these are your breaker switches for your brain. Turns on your brain. And it also balances you top to bottom. Okay, so if you've got issues with tripping up the stairs, or some dyslexic patterns with P's and D's, I think it is. I don't know. The ones that look the same, only flipped upside down. That's these patterns here. So you're turning on your brain. You turn on your main power, then you turn on your brain. Take a deep breath. And again, it's just a little breath with this, and then you switch hands and take a breath. So it just takes a second. And the next one is right here on the tailbone, right around the tailbone. So you got one hand over your navel, and you're rubbing up and down on your tailbone point. Take a deep breath and switch. Take a deep breath, and that's all there is to it. That balances you front to back. Okay, and then what you want to do is run your central meridian up. So it runs from your pelvic area straight up the midline to that point at the bottom of your bottom lip and your chin right there. So gently, if you're about an inch away from your body, gently raise it up to that point. You can touch the end point. That kind of helps to anchor it in. Make sure you bring your hand out and away from your body before you come back up, because otherwise you're just zipping it right back down. And this is what we call flush, which is sometimes helpful. Flush it a couple of times and then run it up. So I usually do this 3 times. And then I'll imagine that I'm locking it in. And I just kind of put the key in my pocket. And what this does is it zips up your central meridian so that it kind of blocks out the energies of other people, and it keeps your energy locked in so that it's not as easily depleted. Okay? And that's the Touch for Health Energizers. So real quick, I'll just go through it without a bunch of talk. Have a good day. Hope that helps. Enjoy.